Welcome back, everybody. We're back here at the Hotel Rexford. Beautiful rooms, great views. Last episode, we made it here into Good Neighbor, and we met the Voltec guy. He's heading back to Sanctuary. He's going to be one of my settlers, so that's something. We got a Kim guy here who wants me to... Yeah, this guy, Fred Allen,
It's my favorite person. Got some premium shit here.
What you got?
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything's been tested personally.
He's even got a dick doll. What a gentleman. Pretty expensive. I got my own Kims, thanks to Mikowski. They love their freedom the community provides. Do anything necessary to defend it.
Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone
You're
here to
sticking
forget
around.
what
You need to
matters.
join the crew.
Hey, Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
He wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters? We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together
Freak power.
is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their sins.
Right, who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy.
Damn
Not the
Institute.
Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
Tool
I
bags.
don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
We all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together.
Yeah, stick
They
together.
can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Us.
Gun. And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge of Good Neighbor?
Of the people. For the people.
You'd be amazed how little this neighborhood has changed. The bombs may have dropped, but the dirt is still here.
Very wise. Very, very wise. All right, we got to go to the
Yes.
memory den here and see if we
What,
can...
good neighbor ain't good enough for you? Go check out Covenant. Heard that place is all kinds of fancy.
Fancy place, huh?
What, you dry? Head over to the third rail.
Third rail, huh? Is that your nickname? Alright. Let's go see what this memory den has to offer. Bottom of this mystery. We gotta find this institute. Is this a brothel?
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Ooh. Sexual
Amari's
tension.
downstairs, you big flirt.
How you doing?
Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
All right then. All right, Nick, let's do it. You've been waiting here for a while, huh? Yeah, I just went over and joined the Brotherhood of Steel real quick, you know. Now I can use the airships. How about that, huh?
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari.
One track mind, Nick.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Neural interface.
The
How
circuits look awfully
interesting.
familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, but that's an incredible risk to take.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
We should try plugging you into a toaster next. Fresh toast.
It's nice to know that even when I'm about to have a foreign object shoved into my noggin,
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine.
Oh boy.
if I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a...
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. We
Too
load
wise.
both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory lounger. He'll act
Okay.
as a host, while you're conscious...
Let's do it.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
The old memory den. We get to crawl in the arch villain's memories. See, this is the right way to do it, Last of Us 2, alright? You don't make half the game.
Initiating brain...
Playing as Abby. No one wants to be Abby.
Host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Going inside the head of a killer.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one
These little
that gives
axon
us some
terminals.
clue to the Institute's location.
Connecting
There.
axon terminals.
This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Ooh, childhood memories. Kellogg.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Oh, I didn't have a nice dad. Who would have guessed?
Remember, you are experiencing
such a
these
dummy
memories
back
as
then.
Kellogg. This
What
may
did I know
prove
about how the
disorienting
world
at first.
worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it doesn't
This
matter now,
doesn't
though.
seem to be what we're looking for. There appears
Not
to be
the
another
best childhood.
intact memory close to you in temporal sequence.
There.
I'm sure his adult relationships were alright.
Try that one.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her.
Ooh.
If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living.
Oh boy, you look at this view
Probably
you
been
gave her,
happier
though.
than she was with me. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the
That's
world
why I
at
likes
my
those
feet.
San Francisco sunlights.
Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty
Let's
damn
keep
well.
looking. I'll connect you
For a
to the
while.
next intact memory.
And then it didn't work out so great. Killing people wasn't the answer.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
It's a lot like when I came to kill
Just so
Kellogg.
you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't
I
there
found another
to
memory
help
to
them.
try. I'll connect you.
Came in gunslinging. Going through Kellogg's brain. Axon terminals.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
Who are these nerds?
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill.
What about this
I
bartender?
don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together.
Well,
There was
we
almost
seem to be
always a
getting
bar,
closer.
though.
Try
That's
this next one.
universal.
But always boys taking hits out for money.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient
Getting warmer.
boogeyman for anything
One of
bad
these
that
has
ever
got to tell us
happened.
something.
They were
We're
real,
running
all
out of
right.
green here.
They didn't know anything about
Ah,
operating
there's
on the
one that
surface.
looks mostly intact. Connecting.
Uh-oh.
Cryogenic stasis.
There he is.
Suspended.
Bad boy.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find her.
I remember what
I
happened too.
found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Let's find it out. Oh, this is his apartment we ransacked. Is it
Is
Sean?
that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's.
The old man.
Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault.
It's me.
Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Probably. So would he raise this kid from a baby?
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. it'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
It's all over, but the dreaming.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
So he likes this guy? It's very, very confusing here. It's going home to his father.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Oh, this guy's bright. Ah!
It's all over, but the crying, and nobody.
A little thirsty, a little hungry.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Next time I have to watch someone's life story, I want popcorn.
Well, if you're cognizant enough to joke, are you ready to talk about what happened?
Uh-huh. There's more than one person who knows about the Institute.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect.
Oh, yeah.
Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
Right. If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
Oh, I bet it is.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life.
Sure.
By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
All right, all right. Look at all you. Give you plenty of right away for the trip. Some dirty water. Good to go. What else you got in there? Ooh, herbal antidotes. Thanks. What do you say, Nico? You waiting for me? What's up,
Nick.
buddy?
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
That's a little unsettling.
You want to try for round 2? Let's go!
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
I guess that's for you to wonder and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Alright, I got Nick back with me.
Hey.
What? This guy's plugging in. Is he trying to say something?
Hey. I'll see what I can do. Hey, let me ask you something.
Sure, ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got it. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just...
Right.
The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter.
Uh-huh.
Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor. But the young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand.
Uh-huh.
Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing.
Uh-huh.
I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero. Offered me a place in town. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never...
Well...
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed.
Ah, well...
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so the wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor, and after a while, the jobs got so backed up. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth. But it was Nick. It was about then that things.
All right, I get your life story
too.
too.
A long time to realize that home is where you make it. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Okay, well, a little backstory on old Nicky. That's the Silver Shroud. I got.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Excuse me.
Good Neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murder.
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's rough in the best of days. You ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's...
My family and I used to listen.
You mean when they first aired? How?
Sure.
Yeah,
I was in cryogenic storage.
Oh man, that's amazing. You're just like Mr. Abominable.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. Boy, if you just woke up.
It seems like people are finally...
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City, but over here. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench? I got a plan to bring him to life.
Sure, Kent. You have a plan, all right.
There's no need to belittle someone else's dream, even if it is a bit nuts.
I know how it sounds, but to make this work, I still need the most.
Sure.
And they actually got one here in Boston.
I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
I can give you some caps up front. Just promise you'll help me.
As it happens, I already have your costume.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But I'm just not Silver Shroud material.
Come on, don't sell yourself short.
I got a better idea who should wear it. You up for being the Silver Shroud?
What do you
got? Go along with this. I could use a little extra.
If it'll get you to help, sure.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station. Here's some
Use an arm.
calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. Time to fight crime!
Okay, well, we got a Silver Shroud. Am I over encumbered? Or is that way more or something? Oh, it's this silver submachine gun. How much am I over? Let's give it to Nick. Nick!
Hey.
What's the
There you go.
plan?
Alright, well, I need some sleep. It's a long day getting in that guy's head. Getting all head cheesed. We could go over and talk to Hancock. What time is it? It's 1:14 in the morning.
Can't believe it. You look just like Sammy, too.
I just said.
Sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Hancock. He runs things here in Goodman. Goodman.
Hey, let's go meet Hancock real quick. Then we'll grab a sleep. We'll talk to Hancock himself, the mayor, the head cheese in Dirty Town. Al Capone the Ghoul. Where you at?
What? I look like a bartender? Take your troubles someplace else.
There he is.
Hey, you heard of University Point? No? Ain't surprising.
How you doing
You
there?
ever tried chess? Sometimes you need to
Yeah, you said that last time. You got a broken record, lady.
keep that in mind.
Got a lot of
Too
Kims
bad
up
about
here.
Finn. Gonna miss him next Super Mutant attack rolls round. Oh well. What can I do for our newcomer?
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what. I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pikmin Gallery. It's
yeah?
Raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet.
I might be interested, but let's talk money, Hancock.
Okay. Usual job pays 200, but I like you. So let's push it to 250.
You said things have gone quiet up there. That means extra risks to cover.
I like where your head's at. Let's make it 300 caps.
Alright.
Scout out Pikmin Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look.
Mayor Hancock?
Hey, I don't mean to bitch, but aren't you supposed to be heading to Pikmin Gallery for me? Something else you need?
Just
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. Had a smooth set of skin. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, wild any chems I could find. The more exotic, the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
All that chem use definitely prepared you for a career in politics.
People respect me because I don't put myself above them, alright? I sling and shoot up just like the next guy. Now, before you bring me down, is there anything else you need?
That's it. Alright, let's get this saved, and that'll be another...
You're looking to stock up on general equipment? You could hit Daisy's discounts.
Daisy's discounts. Who doesn't love Daisy's discounts? Daisy's discounts. Okay, so... Oh, this took me out the front. Alright, my power armor's still here, safe and sound. Let's get a save.
You get into trouble, it's your own damn fault.
Could go down to the third. That's gonna be, yeah, we'll save it for now before something goof troop happens.
I ain't just your friendly neighborhood.
Boop, 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 boop. Is my room still there?
Your room is upstairs, top floor, the last one on the right down the long hallway.
Kowski have a terminal or anything? Any dirt on you? Ooh, technical document. Alrighty, that is gonna be an episode. I think you can hang out in the lobby, whatever you do. Alright, that's gonna do it. I probably should drink some water. Oh, very thirsty. Got a low on water. I am going to need... Is that the fucking woodpecker? Yep. I don't know if you can hear, but he's pecking. I'll scare him away here in a second. What can I eat here? Corn on a stick. And a mutton chop. Another mutton chop. How hungry is this guy? He's good. Alright. Let's get a full night's sleep, and that'll be the episode. Boom. See you in the next one.